So y'all know that I just got done cutting, right? I got down to 165 pounds. I decided, if y'all read the title, I decided I'm about to go on a lean bulk. All right. Why am I going on a bulk after a cut? A lot of people, why would you cut down to see your abs, to get ripped, to get shredded, just to lose it? All right. No, I'm going on a lean bulk. All right. So all I'm doing is, all right. My thing is this: you're not gonna stay on a diet forever. You don't want to be in a deficit forever. If you do, you will continue to be lean and ripped, but your ability to gain muscle and strength is going to be hard to do. Now, what I've been doing throughout this whole cut and when I stopped dieting is try to maintain my pound for pound strength and try to actually gain strength while losing weight. That way, when I decide to increase the calories and go on a bulk, the strength and the muscle would just, you know what I'm saying, as much as possible. I'm natural, so you know what I'm saying. How much muscle can I actually build? But the strength is about to go crazy. All right, so right now I'm gonna tell y'all my workout plan, my 2 day workout plan, right? I'm gonna do this for a day, that for a day, this for a day, that for a day. So workout one and workout two, I will call it, or you can call it A and B. So I'm gonna do workout A1, B2, A1, B2, then day off, right? And then repeat. All right. So warm up, stair stepper. All right. This is day one. Warm up on the stair stepper. Warm up on the dumbbells for upper body, which means, side lateral raises, maybe some of these, maybe some of these, maybe some of these, some hammers, something with the triceps, bend down to do the rear delts and things like that. A whole bunch of upper body different movements, all right? All of the things you could think of, right? Just to warm up. That way my shoulders can be primed, and also some rolls, all right? Anytime I'm about to do pressing, I like to do the opposite, and vice versa, right? Like if I'm doing some pulling, I'm gonna do some pressing to warm up with, and some pulling, right? So if we're starting off with upper body. It's a full body workout, but we're starting off with upper body, right? So bench press with my body weight, 165 pounds. After the bar, warm up with the bar, then immediately throw 165 pounds on there. Everybody talk about 135. I know. We can talk about that in a comment. Ask me a question about it. I answer it, right? So, 20 reps with 165 pounds, right? Then a little break, music. Get ready for the next set. Not talking time. Ready for the next set. Breathe. Focus on what you might have done wrong on the last set. What you could do better on the next set. That's what time in between sets are for. All right. So after that time in between sets, I'm gonna throw 185 pounds on there, shooting for 15 reps. Then I'm gonna throw 205 pounds on there, shooting for 10 reps. 225 shooting for 6 reps. 245 shooting for 4 reps. And then that's then I'm gonna do squats where I'm starting my squat over, right? So only did 135 pounds on the squat today. Very lightweight, didn't even feel like it was any weight on the bar. But I'm working on building my squat back. So I'm not trying to push a lot of weight. And I'm not even going for a lot of reps. I'm going for slow, very low, way below parallel reps. And every time the next squat day, I'm going to throw another 10 pounds on there, 10 pounds on there, 10 pounds on there. So I'm going to be in the 100s for a long time. I'm being in the 200s for a long time. I'm being in the 300s for a long time. And once I get to mid threes, that's when I feel like I can just squat like a regular person again. With depth though, not no half repping, half stepping that everybody else be doing. This is Rapid Time Fitness. We don't do that over here. Alright? And I work out solo dolo, so I don't do that over here, right? Ain't no we. I mean, y'all are with me. I'm bringing y'all along with me. But as in another person working out with me, no. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you do that, then do that. But make sure both of y'all are actually working out if you actually have goals. I had to get away from a lot of people. I used to have workout partners. They wasn't about that. So I'm not going to be chilling in the gym with y'all right now. and we're not gonna treat it like a spa day, or we're not hanging out and we working out, or we ain't doing nothing, or why am I even here? So I had to work out by myself, years ago. I can't even work out with people that is like minded. So um, then we go do leg press. All right, high reps. Then I'm gonna go heavy. A lot of people say, okay, if you ain't doing heavy squats, how are you gonna build muscle? I'm going heavy on the other movements. So I'm still building muscle with my legs, going heavy on the leg press. All right. Then I'm gonna do leg extensions and leg curls. Same thing. Warm up with lightweight, then go heavier. All right. Then I'm gonna do rows, and then I'm gonna do pull-ups. Rows with the bar. I like to do pendulum rolls or things like that with the bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm a barbell guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a barbell and dumbbell guy. I don't really do a lot of cables. I did a video why I didn't do a lot of cables. Yes, cables are very beneficial. I understand the time of the tension. I mean the full tension the whole way through. I understand all that, but it's just not for me. I don't prefer it. All right, I'm a bar guy. So I'm gonna do supersets with rows and pull-ups, and then I'm gonna do OHP with the dumbbells. OHP means overhead press, and I'm gonna do curls and wait, we'll do a triple set. Oh, OHP curls and triple sets, right? Like a lot of times I would do like alternated curls, and then I'll go into OHP, and then I do hammer curls, or sometimes I do like curls like this even with a barbell. When I'm doing it with a barbell, I usually, if I superset, I'm gonna do superset with tricep push downs with the cable. Like I say, I don't really do cable, but the only thing I prefer cable on is the tricep work. Other than that, to each his own. If you like bicep work on there or whatever else, shoulder lateral work or whatever, I don't matter. Tricep push down and side lateral superset. So that's day one. That's day one of a full body workout, right? Day two, all right. If day one starting off, I'm doing a whole bunch of barbell movements, right? And I didn't even say deadlift. Deadlift is my number one movement. Day two, I'm gonna start off with deadlift, but I'm doing a lot of starting with power movements, right? So day two, the only power movement I'm gonna have is the deadlift, right? Then the rest of it will be more accessory type stuff. Speaking as like a powerlifter, I don't compete, so I'm still gonna throw myself in that category. We bench, squat, and deadlift. Those are our main things, and everything else is accessories. So the next day, the accessories will be more important. You know what I'm saying? Like the pull-ups will be more important than the bench press. Dang. It's a full body move. You say pull up, you say bench press, two body parts. I know. I'm just saying. Whatever takes front burner on the one day A takes back burner on day B, and vice versa. That way I'm hitting everything equally, but I'm going more intense on these things on day A and these things on day B. See what I'm saying? So for instance, let me use the same workout, right? Day A, bench press, right? Day B, I'm still gonna bench, but it's gonna be dumbbells, and it's gonna be pretty much at the end of the workout. I'm really not pushing as hard because I don't have as much energy. See what I'm saying? So I'm draining myself. I'm working the crap out of myself. How you gonna recover from that? All right, on the average, I've been probably eating slightly above 2,000 calories, right? I'm about to bump my calories to a little over 3,000 calories on average. So I have my high days and low days. So when I be going to work, I eat less calories, right? Even though I'm working longer and I'm still working out, I'm doing all this, I'm eating less calories to create that deficit. Because I already know on my days off, I have more temptations, I have more chances of cheating. That's one of the ways I offset and keep my six pack. Yeah. So to keep it even while bulking, I'm about to, let's say I was eating 2,200 on average. 3,000 is 800 more calories a day on average, right? How am I going to stay from getting fat with that 3,000? Because, for instance, my maintenance calories right now are close to 3,000, right? Probably not at 3,000, probably close like 27 or 28 or something like that, right? 100. So, how you gonna keep the fat off? You know, I'm not trying to keep every ounce of fat off. If I'm bulking and I gain 3 or 4 pounds of fat, a couple pounds of fat here and there, over time, I'm only gonna bulk for like 2 or 3 months, 2.5, 3 months, right? So, trying to make sense out of it. Okay. The things I was doing to keep the fat off while cutting, to burn the calories while cutting, I'm still going to be doing those things. I'm still going to do my stair stepper. I'm still going to do my walk and talk cardio. I'm still going to take the kids and walk through the zoo and wherever. I'm still going to do the basketball. I haven't even started the basketball back. I'm going to start the basketball back like I keep saying I was. Everything. I still work hard at my job. I work 12 and a half hours. So my body fat is not going to come like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if I gain a little bit of body fat, I still want to get shredded this summer 2025. I have to be shredded for the summer, right? So this is the end of February, right? The last few days, last week of February, right? So from the last week of February, let's say I go February, okay, March, April, May. Let's say I diet into the last week of May, right? I bulk. Let's say I bulk into the last week of May. Let's say I start my cut the last week of May. That's when I end the bulk, I'm gonna start the cut. Same thing. In the cut, start the bulk. Well, I pretty much was just maintained it for the last couple weeks, right? Since New Year, since New Year's. I ended my cut on New Year's, really. So this is the end of February. So I went through all of January and February staying lean without really cutting. I was still cutting here and there, but it was like just to get back to where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I gained maybe 5 pounds, lost 5 pounds within that 2 months, right? So I ended up at about the same weight. I'm actually a pound lighter than I was New Year's, right? So February, March, April. Let's say I say the end of May, right? We got June, July. Let's say I wanted to be ripped by July 1st or 4th. I don't celebrate holidays, but I do use them as markers. You got July 4th, right? Let's say I started cutting the last week of May, April, June, and the first week of July, right? So 4.5 weeks in a month. So that's 9, 10. That's probably 10.5 weeks. I can easily, let's say I gain 10 pounds of fat. And let's say I lose 2 pounds a week. That's 5 weeks. I don't have to start cutting if I want to be ripped during July 4th. I don't have to start cutting until like right before like June 1st. I'm probably gonna want to get ripped before July 4th though. So I probably was before June. May. So May, the last week of May. That's perfect. If I want to be ripped in July. So I'm not worried about a little bit of body fat. You know what I'm bulking for? Hopefully I can gain 2 or 3 pounds of muscle. Within that time, who knows, 3 months. Me to gain a pound of muscle a month? No, I don't think so. I could probably gain 1.5 pounds of muscle. Or any lost muscle that was lost during my cut, I could regain that. Because no matter how good you cut, I cut really good. I cut slow and steady, which wins the race, which keeps me strong during my lifting and all that. I push heavy on the weights, whether I'm cutting or bulking. That way I can make, because your body has to keep the muscle you got, your body has to have a reason to keep that muscle. Especially when you're dieting. Especially when you're losing weight. You will lose muscle if you ain't giving your body a reason to keep it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys like, man, but if you're cutting, that means you're really not gaining muscle, so why even go to the gym? Those guys are the ones who lose everything they worked hard for. Telling you. So, what am I bulking for? I'm going to slowly gain weight and give myself a limit. 180, 185 maybe. But I'm most likely going to stop at 180 and just maintain there until I decide to cut. I want to lift more weights. All right? I want my 300 and something pound bench press back. Also, I want as close to 600 pounds on deadlift before the summer. All right, the things that I was supposed to be doing on New Year's. All right. I want my squat to be as good as it possibly can in 2025. Right. Also, nagging injuries. All right, nagging injuries. I don't really have injuries like that. But just like the same, and I don't like to blame people because people don't understand it when I be saying this. Even though I feel like it's a lot of people's fault, but it's also mine too for letting them. But at the same time, people don't understand what it takes to do these things. All right, when it comes to people, and I say this a lot. I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to people distracting you in the gym, it can get you injured. My right hamstring hurts. My right shoulder hurts. It's not a tear or nothing like that, but it could become one if the same things keep happening. Right? My right wrist is getting better, but it was messed up. All these things get better in time. Right? And I still lift. I'm the type of person I'm gonna still lift if I'm hurting a little bit or not. Now if I'm at the brink of injury, then no. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna do that. But I do believe that if I lift and still like just pay attention to what I'm doing and stop when I feel like I need to stop. Like earlier today or yesterday, I did a 475 deadlift, raw conventional, no gloves, no belt, no nothing. Even though my hamstring, which is one of the main things that's gonna get worked, hurts, I'm still using it. You see what I'm saying? Did a 475 pound deadlift, which might sound heavy to most people, but I could lift about 100 pounds heavier than that. Right? So I'm 100 pounds shy of what I could actually do. So that's not that heavy to me. It's heavy, but it's not light. It's not a feather pillow to me or nothing like that. But it's nothing that I'm scared of. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to lift until I feel scared. Like, okay, that's enough. Then I'm done. Because I feel like if I don't do it, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? But the muscle isn't going to heal correctly without being used. You see what I'm saying? And it's a muscle pain, not a joint or something on the tendon or nothing like that. So I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. But the thing is, people need to leave people alone in the gym, bro. Like, if y'all mutually want to talk, then nothing's wrong with that. But if you don't want yours, let somebody else get theirs. It's the only thing I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Putting people in danger. Distractions. You know what I'm saying? That weights can tear your body up if you lift wrong. If they're lifting wrong, you're going to lift. I don't care. How can I say this? You can have the best form in the world. You're supposed to be here. That's form. If I'm here and something to get me here, if all your attention is on me, it's almost impossible for me to not put any back on you. And lifting, especially when you lift heavy, a lot of people that never lift no heavy weight, I'm telling you, I'm letting you know. It's about in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see people who lift heavy. If you ever watch somebody who lift heavy, They don't just lift easy weight and then 2 seconds later they're back to lifting it. No, they're lifting something that takes all their might and they're not going right back into it. They take time in between sets so they can get back ready for the next set. This is hard work. And it's a me against me thing. It's a me against the bar thing. Please, lift and what? I don't understand why these dudes be even in the gym. They pay their membership and they got the right to be there. This video just turned into something else. I'm going to turn it back, but I do got to say this. They got their right to be there. They got the right to the weights, the equipment, the bathroom, the water, whatever they paid for. You didn't pay for the other. You didn't pay to see me. I didn't come here to see you. We don't even know each other. People think you're supposed to drop everything you're doing. No, that is not what we do. I'm sacrificing greatness if I'm doing that. And who thinks you so better than everybody? Dog, the person who's lifting is minding his business. When people keep, it's just like, okay, we're gonna use a scenario. A woman, right? Let's say a woman, right? Dude want to get her number. Shoot, what's up? I'm taking, so I ain't hollered at a woman in a long time, so don't laugh at my game. I ain't got none. You gotta practice, right? You use it or lose it, right? So it's been a while. So what's up? What's your number? What's your name? And this and that and the third. Blah blah blah. No, I'm not interested in. Well, no matter how she said, right? That was his first try. So he dusts himself off. We try it again. Some people might look at that as weird. She said no. Now the third time, I'm like, yo, this dude need to chill out. Fourth time, somebody need to step in. Fifth time, like that's, you see what I'm saying? That's a problem. And everybody hearing me saying that right now knows and agrees that it's a problem. But to me, that goes with everything. Somebody don't want to talk to you, leave them alone. Guys, it doesn't matter. But you lifting weights, that's different. No, it's not. It's the same. Human being. And then if I say something or do something, which I always be saying something, but if I end up doing something, it's my fault and I'm a bad guy. You ain't gotta do all that. I'm trying my best. It's frustrating. You're poking the bear, bro. Nah, man. Hey, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's switch back to my bulking, right? Hormones. Testosterone, naturally. You know, a lot of people, when you say testosterone, you gotta tell them naturally, because at the end of the day, your body produces that stuff, bro. Now, if you stay too lean too long, it will drop. Now, if you go too heavy, if you get too much body fat, like 15 or more, then 15% ain't even that fat. But I'm just saying, like, your body, your testosterone begins to drop. And the bigger you go, the heavier you go, it drops more. Now, that's why I'm not going to dirty bulk. That's not only the only reason I'm not going to dirty bulk. It's like a journey. It's like, you ever driven a long way from somewhere and driven back? It's kind of like that. It's like, okay, I ain't going to tell you where I live. I say I live 2 hours away from Columbia, South Carolina, right? About 2 hours away from Columbia, South Carolina. If I drove to Columbia, South Carolina, like we just did a couple weeks ago, went to the zoo and drove back, that's not that big of a problem. But I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, and I need to take that drive or that flight. I'm most likely going to fly. That's a long drive. I've done it twice and back. That's almost 20 hours away. So that's just like if I gain 10 pounds, whether it's fat, muscle, water, whatever, to lose that 10 pounds is nothing. And I've made this mistake multiple times, gaining over 50 pounds. Actually, I was 275 pounds before. That's 110 pounds heavier than I am right now. 130 pounds heavier than I've ever weighed. My lowest body weight was a couple years ago. I was 145. So that's 130 pounds from there. How long you think it take to get that off? Compared to 10 pounds. It's just simple math. I ain't trying to do all that. Like when I drove to Minnesota. No, I drove to Iowa, then I drove to Minnesota, and back to South Carolina. That was longer than Michigan. Way longer. I ain't think I was gonna never, man, dude. I was ready to kiss the nasty ground when I got back. So when I'm bulking, I'm not going to. And okay, yeah, you might gain a small amount more muscle when you dirty bulk, right? And I love food. I'm not scared to gain a little bit of fat. I'm not scared to. Okay, my limit this year was 180, 185 maybe. If I wasn't trying to be shredded for the summer, or if it wasn't that close of a time frame for me to get back on my cut, my limit would not be 185. My limit would probably be like 205, 210. So the dirty bulk is in my pocket, ready to use if I need it. I'm not against it. Alright? It's just not for me right now. Just like fasting. I used to do fasting. I believe in fasting. I believe it works, and I believe it's good for the time. But it's not for me. This whole cut, I wasn't really on no fasting. I accidentally fast, or if I'm close to fasting, I'm like, shoot, might as well go for a little fast. But that was never the plan this year, or I think last year. When did I stop fasting? 2 or 3 years ago? I don't know. But I was real good at it. Y'all can type in Reptile Fitness fasting, and I got all kind of fasting videos and advice. I was like one of those guys, the top guys fasting. I was one of those. Type it in and look at the advice. Not the views. I ain't saying I was the top guy when it came to the views. The advice, the knowledge, right? So, yeah, I plan on bulking. I'm still going to eat relatively clean. I am having 800 more calories a day, so I am going to have a little bit more freedom. Even though y'all already see me with cheat days, y'all see me with cheat breakfast the other day, That's pure moderation. I don't eat like that all the time. Now, the last time I bulked, I was eating like that too much, and yeah, a lot of that weight was body fat, all right? And also, you got to think about it. I've been lifting since 2013 consistently. And yeah, that's been now I can't say super consistently. I went a whole year without even lifting. All right, so at all, you know, I ain't talking about losing my bench press or losing my squat or losing this certain lift. No, I wasn't doing none of them. All right, so I had to rebuild myself multiple times. That's how I know what I'm doing. It's all experience, man. You know, I would have somebody who ain't been lifting ever in their life argue with me about this shit. I'm like, bro. There's no way I'm going to argue with somebody about skydiving. I ain't never done it. I ain't never going to do it. That ain't none of my business. No, dog, you got to pull the ripcord at the time when you do it. You know, I ain't how you do it. So, yeah, you better not take my advice when it comes to no... I wouldn't give advice when it comes to skydiving. But if I did, you better not take my advice. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Just like a lot of people who be giving advice about this, they don't even know. I'm gonna show you how to get a six-pack. Oh, let me tell you. Don't make sense, bro. Alright, stop listening to people that don't fit the bill. Alright, that's the moral of the whole story. Alright, so I'm a lean bulk. Probably gain a pound a week. Let's say I gain a pound a week, right? Let me see, 3 months is 4.5 plus 4.5, that's 9 plus 4.5, that's 10, that's 13.5. Let's say 14 pounds. 14 pounds from here. Let's say 15 just to go up, right? 15. So 165, 175, 180. Like I said, a pound a week. And my math might be off right there, but it doesn't even matter. And every pound that I gain or every ounce that I gain, I'm pushing on them weights, bro. So just imagine me doing my body weight bench press challenge at 180. Throwing 180 on the bar and hitting that up about 25 times. Ain't nobody else doing that. I will be the king. If I could do 185 for 25 times, my 365 bench press probably be back for a rep, if not close to it. But even if it's not, I did my 365 bench press at 195. If I'm even close to that at 180, that's sick. My Wilks score be going up. A lot of people don't know none of this stuff, and I get it. But it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy, watch these videos, ask questions. Oh, watch my old videos. I'm a matter of fact, I'm put some of my old videos up here, right? I don't know if it's no, I'm not. Just watch my old videos. I'm not gonna do that because I don't know which ones are good. I forget. Like I'll try to show you one of my old videos when I was shining, and I'll show you one of my whack old videos. I was a brand new. I don't know. I'm gonna put my new stuff up. If you wanna go see my older stuff, just go to my videos, type in oldest, and you will see them all. Peace. Not type in, but click the option. You know how you got most popular, oldest, whatever.